tuning in on Let's Chat. It's Monday morning. Happy Monday, folks. Happy Monday, 10:23 a.m. Pacific Standard Time here in Los Angeles, California. I would say it's nice and sunny out, but it's not. It's dark and rainy and cold. It's like, is this LA or what? But thank you so much for joining me, folks. Early in the show, we discussed last night's 74th annual Golden Globe Awards. It was awesome. It had some very great points and some not very great points, which I discussed some of my best moments and some of the worst moments of the show earlier today in my show. But right now, we're going to talk about one of my favorite parts of the show, and it's Meryl Streep's speech when she was being awarded the Cecil B. DeMille Award from Viola Davis. Two of my favorite actresses standing on stage, Miss Viola Davis and Meryl Streep. Folks, we're gonna listen to the speech right now, and then we're gonna talk about it afterwards. And I want to know what your opinions are, what you think about this speech. You write it down at the link below. And here it is. Meryl Streep's speech last night from the Golden Globes. Let's take a look.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Please sit down. Please sit down. Thank you. I love you all, but you'll have to forgive me. I've lost my voice in screaming and lamentation this weekend, and I have lost my mind sometime earlier this year, so I have to read. Thank you, Hollywood Foreign Press. Just to pick up on what Hugh Laurie said, you and all of us in this room really belong to the most vilified segments in American society right now. Think about it. Hollywood, foreigners, and the press. But who are we? And what is Hollywood anyway? It's just a bunch of people from other places. I was born and raised and educated in the public schools of New Jersey. Viola was born in a sharecropper's cabin in South Carolina, came up in Central Falls, Rhode Island. Sarah Paulson was born in Florida, raised by a single mom in Brooklyn. Sarah Jessica Parker was one of 7 or 8 kids from Ohio. Amy Adams was born in Vicenza, Veneto, Italy. And Natalie Portman was born in Jerusalem. Where are their birth certificates? And the beautiful Ruth Negga was born in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, raised in Ireland, I do believe. And she's here nominated for playing a small-town girl from Virginia. Ryan Gosling, like all the nicest people, is Canadian. And Dev Patel was born in Kenya, raised in London, and is here for playing an Indian raised in Tasmania. So Hollywood is crawling with outsiders and foreigners. And if we kick them all out, you'll have nothing to watch but football and mixed martial arts, which are not the arts. They gave me 3 seconds to say this, so. An actor's only job is to enter the lives of people who are different from us and let you feel what that feels like. And there were many, many, many powerful performances this year that did exactly that. Breathtaking, compassionate work. But there was one performance this year that stunned me. It sank its hooks in my heart. Not because it was good, there was nothing good about it. But it was effective, and it did its job. It made its intended audience laugh and show their teeth. It was that moment when the person asking to sit in the most respected seat in our country imitated a disabled reporter, someone he outranked in privilege, power, and the capacity to fight back. It kind of broke my heart when I saw it, and I still can't get it out of my head because it wasn't in a movie. It was real life. And this instinct to humiliate, when it's modeled by someone in the public platform, by someone powerful, it filters down into everybody's life because it kind of gives permission for other people to do the same thing. Disrespect invites disrespect. Violence incites violence. When the powerful use their position to bully others, we all lose. Okay, go up with that thing. Okay, this brings me to the press. We need the principled press to hold power to account, to call them on the carpet, every outrage. That's why our founders enshrined the press and its freedoms in our Constitution. So I only ask the famously well-heeled Hollywood foreign press and all of us in our community to join me in supporting the Committee to Protect Journalists, because we're going to need them going forward, and they'll need us to safeguard the truth. One more thing. Once, when I was standing on the set one day, whining about something, you know, we were going to work through supper or the long hours or whatever, Tommy Lee Jones said to me, "Isn't it such a privilege, Meryl, just to be an actor?" Yeah, it is, and we have to remind each other of the privilege and the responsibility of the act of empathy. We should all be very proud of the work Hollywood honors here tonight. As my friend, the dear departed Princess Leia, said to me once, "Take your broken heart, make it into art." Thank you for it.
There you have it, folks. That was Meryl Streep giving her a speech last night at the 74th Annual Golden Globe Awards. Now, that was her receiving the Cecil B. DeMille Award. And for those of you who are not familiar with that award, Cecil B. DeMille was a very great director, producer, writer. And he actually is known, very well known for 10 Commandments, his rendition of the 10 Commandments, starring Charlton Heston. So basically it's given to people by the Hollywood Foreign Press Association for outstanding contributions to the world of entertainment. So Meryl Streep, received this, which is an honor, and very well deserved. And so, there's so many people applauding her for this speech, and I encourage you all to just let me know your thoughts at the bottom of this video. And so let's chat. So first, talk about Trump. I mean, obviously everyone knew she was talking about Trump. She didn't mention any names, which was very professional and very ladylike. Of course, Meryl Streep doing that. I love her. She's amazing, and she's always professional. And she knows what light she stands in. That being said, Trump needs to understand what light he stands in. She speaks about him making fun of, a disabled reporter. Everything, a lot of things that Trump said and done was just ridiculous. It was sickening. It was disgusting. It was just vile. And some of these things were to get attention. We all know that. But as she mentioned, and I've said it over and over again, these people, these bigots, these racists, all these people are coming out of the woodworks, but they've always been here, folks. They've always been here. Nothing has changed. They've always been here. Trump did not just, magically create them. They've always been here. They're just coming out of the woodworks because, like she said, they feel empowered. They feel able to do so right now. They speak up because someone in power and someone of a role model to some are doing it. So you kind of have to understand, you really have to understand your light and where you stand as far as a public figure. Disrespect gives disrespect. And, like she said, it's just all disrespectful. And it's so he himself, I don't know if you guys are Trump supporters. I wasn't a Trump supporter. I was not a Hillary Clinton supporter either. But, I feel like people are giving him so much power and they're saying, oh, he's going to take away rights. He's going to do this and that. No, he cannot do anything. We are the people. We are the people. If we rise up in numbers and we do not agree with something that's going on, we can do something about it. So we kind of have to stop talking about it and be about it. Walk the walk instead of talking, okay? So then we're moving on to Hollywood. She mentioned everyone's from different places, and that's what makes this country amazing, because we're a melting pot with so many cultures, so many races. I believe personally that there's only one race, and that's the human race. And we all contribute so much, so many different perspectives, so many different views. When we learn to respect that and give that substance, it's awesome. We come up with so many different ideas and so many different things. It's brilliant. Some of the works some of the work that was nominated last night. Brilliant. Can imagine what happens when we come together and we work together. And so that's what she was talking about, Hollywood. I love this speech. Everyone's from different places. They bring so much to the table, and that's what it is. And folks, the last thing she touched on was acting in general. Actors, we have a responsibility. We do. We have a responsibility to show people different people's lives. We have an opportunity to give them perspective of different lives. We're able to put on the shoes of different people and not endure the consequences. You see what I'm saying? It's an incredible thing to do. It's an incredible thing to do, to be able to live someone's life and not endure the consequences. We take on different roles, we take on different characters, we take on different feelings, different emotions. And, a lot of people lose track of that. A lot of people get sidetracked with the glitz and glamour and the fame. And, that's all that is great too, but it comes down to the art. And I love how Meryl Streep always brings it back to the art, because that's what it is. That's what it's all about. It's making people see different things through your art, opening their minds, opening their hearts, their spirits, and talking to them through your performance. That's what it's all about. That is what it's all about. And I love you, Meryl Streep, for always bringing it back to that. Last but not least, she brought up Carrie Fisher, her dear friend, the late Princess Leia. I loved Carrie Fisher. I loved Debbie Reynolds. And, it's just very sad. And in this past year, 2016, we've lost a lot of big names. So hopefully you can check on YouTube and see my tribute to them, to some of the people we've lost in the past year. And, Carrie Fisher says, turn your broken heart into art. And it's so true. Take your experiences, take your sadness, take your happy moments, your sad moments, take the death. Take everything that you've experienced in life and turn it into art. Turn it into something that can communicate to someone else, that they can maybe benefit from, that you can show them how you've made it and how you've succeeded and you've climbed over the obstacles that they may be facing. It's all about helping one another, folks. And Meryl Streep, you did an awesome job. Awesome speech. Let me know what you guys think about it. down below the video. This is your boy Danny Royce. We'll be right back here on my new talk show, Let's Chat. It's 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time here in Los Angeles, California. Thank you so much for joining me, folks. We'll be right back with some more Let's Chat.